Sometimes the people you see the least feel the world the most. This is the story of a little girl who was born blind, rejected by her own father, but blessed with a gift that would one day change her life forever. A girl who painted emotions she could never see. This is the story of the blind painter. It was a bright Thursday morning in March. Mr. Johnson was at an important business meeting discussing the expansion of his company when his phone suddenly rang. Hello, he answered. Sir, your wife is in labor, the nurse said from one of the biggest hospitals in Los Angeles. Mr. Johnson immediately stood up. What? I'm on my way. Without waiting for his driver, he rushed into his white Range Rover and sped towards the hospital. After 10 years of marriage, this was their first child. Mr. Johnson had always hoped for his son to inherit his business empire, but deep down, he was still excited to finally become a father. The moment he arrived at the hospital, he heard the cry of a newborn baby girl. Inside the delivery room, Miss Johnson smiled weakly through tears as nurses handed the baby to her husband. Mr. Johnson stared into his daughter's eyes and suddenly froze. Something was wrong. Doctor, he shouted, please check my baby. Minutes later, he waited anxiously outside the nursery room as fear consumed him. Finally, the doctor stepped outside with a heavy expression. Doctor, is my child okay? Mr. Johnson asked nervously. The doctor lowered his head. I'm very sorry, sir, but your daughter was born blind. Mr. Johnson felt his heart sink. Without another word, he stormed back into the delivery room. You knew, he asked his wife angrily. Mrs. Johnson looked at him quietly. Knew what? That our child is blind. Silence filled the room. I found out during my fit checkup, she admitted softly. Mr. Johnson stared at her in disbelief. Why didn't you tell me? Because I knew you would have forced me to get rid of her, she replied. You care more about your reputation than your own child. Mr. Johnson's face hardened. How can a man like me be seen raising a blind daughter? People will laugh at me. But she's your daughter. I never even wanted a girl, he snapped. Keep her away from me. Mrs. Johnson broke down crying as Mr. Johnson walked out of the room. From that moment on, she vowed to love and protect her daughter no matter what. Another tragedy. Later that evening, Miss Johnson returned home exhausted from the hospital. While she was taking her bath, Mr. Johnson finally arrived home after another long day at work. Where's my wife? He asked the maid. She's upstairs, sir. Mr. Johnson walked towards the bedroom, loosening his tie as he prepared to shower and sleep. At the moment he opened the door, he froze in horror. Miss Johnson was lying motionless beside the bathroom door. Help, he screamed. Moments later, he rushed her back to the hospital. Doctors immediately pushed her into emergency care while Mr. Johnson waited outside anxiously. After several minutes, a doctor finally approached him. Sir, how long has your wife been taking fertility medications? Mr. Johnson looked confused. Medications? What are you talking about? The doctor sighed heavily. Your wife has stage 2. Tell me what you think in the comment section below and don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you so much.